Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're going deep on AI and RPA.
Yeah.
And, everyone's throwing these terms around.
Oh, for sure.
But what we really want to dig into is, how is this going to impact you?
Absolutely.
How is this going to impact your work? Your life, make things easier, more efficient, maybe even more interesting.
Totally. And I think the potential is just enormous.
Right.
Just imagine a future where you've got these digital assistants.
Yeah.
And they're just taking care of all those mundane tasks.
Yes.
And it frees you up to really focus on the things that you're good at, the strategic thinking, the creative work.
Yeah, the stuff that you actually want to do.
Exactly. And you know what our source material suggests? This isn't just some far-off fantasy.
Yeah.
This is really happening, and it's happening fast.
That's what's so exciting to me. One of our sources actually predicts that by next year, a significant portion of Fortune 500 companies will be using AI to generate content.
Wow.
It's a huge shift.
That's a massive change.
And we're just at the beginning of it.
Absolutely. I mean, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, though,
I like a point.
let's take a step back
Okay.
and define some terms here.
Let's do that.
What exactly are AI and RPA?
Right.
How are they different, and how can they work together to really revolutionize the way we work?
Okay, so let's start with RPA, Robotic Process Automation. Think of it as a super efficient digital worker who never gets tired of doing those repetitive tasks that we all hate.
Oh, yeah.
Like inputting data, copying and pasting, sending out mass emails.
Exactly. RPA is all about taking those tedious tasks off your plate.
Yes.
Freeing up your time, your mental energy, so you can focus on more engaging, more strategic work.
So it's not about replacing jobs.
Right.
It's about changing the nature of work itself.
Exactly.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so now AI, artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
That's where things get really, really interesting.
Totally.
Because it's not just about automating tasks. It's about machines that can learn, that can reason, that can even identify errors.
It's incredible.
One of our sources even talks about cognitive algorithms, driving industry innovation.
Oh, yeah. That's a fascinating concept.
What does that even mean?
So cognitive algorithms, think of them like a set of instructions for a computer that let it mimic human thought processes.
Okay.
So it can analyze data, recognize patterns, and then make decisions based on that analysis.
So it's like teaching a computer to think like a human.
In a way, yes.
Okay.
But AI goes beyond just mimicry.
Right.
It can process information at a scale and speed that humans just can't match.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Allowing it to identify insights and solve problems in ways that we might never even consider.
So if I'm understanding this correctly, RPA is the workhorse taking care of those repetitive tasks, and then AI is the strategist.
Yeah.
Providing insights and making decisions.
That's a great analogy.
Okay, good.
And when you combine the two, the power of automation with the intelligence of AI, you get something truly revolutionary.
Yeah.
We call this intelligent automation, or IA.
Okay, IA. Got it. I'm starting to see how this is a game changer.
It is.
But how is this actually playing out in the real world?
Yeah, that's the big question.
Are there companies already using IA successfully?
Absolutely. Our sources have some really compelling examples.
Okay.
So take Danica Pensions. It's a financial institution in Denmark. They've deployed over 100 digital workers.
Wow.
Which are essentially software robots powered by AI.
Over 100 digital workers.
It's amazing.
What are they doing with all that AI power?
Well, they're assisting with a wide range of tasks, from back office operations to frontline customer service.
Okay.
One particularly interesting application is in anti-money laundering efforts.
Oh, wow.
So they're using AI to analyze transactions, identify suspicious activity, helping to keep your money safe.
That's incredible. I never would have thought of AI being used that way. So it sounds like IA is already making a tangible difference in industries like finance.
It is, and the impact extends far beyond finance. Another great example is a bank in Spain. They've seen a dramatic increase in customer response times, thanks to their implementation of IA.
That's something we can all appreciate. I think we've all experienced the frustration of waiting on hold or waiting for a response to an email.
Oh, absolutely.
So IA can actually lead to better customer service.
Precisely.
Okay.
IA can handle those routine inquiries, freeing up human agents to deal with more complex issues.
Yeah.
This leads to faster response times.
It makes sense.
A more efficient and satisfying customer experience.
This is all very exciting. But I have to admit, I'm also a little intimidated.
Yeah, I get that.
AI seems so complex and powerful.
It can be, for sure.
How can I even begin to understand how to use it effectively?
That's a common concern. But it's important to remember that IA is ultimately a tool.
Yep.
Like any tool, it can be used in many different ways.
Sure.
The key is to start by identifying the problems you're trying to solve or the processes you want to improve. Then you can explore how IA might be able to help.
So instead of feeling overwhelmed by the technology, we should focus on the specific ways it can benefit us in our work.
Yeah.
That's a much more manageable approach.
It is. And don't forget, you don't have to become an AI expert overnight.
That's good to hear.
There are plenty of resources available to help you learn and experiment with these technologies.
That's reassuring. Okay, so we've talked about RPA, AI, and IA, but I'm still a bit fuzzy on how these technologies actually work with all the data we generate every day. Especially this stuff that's not neatly organized in a spreadsheet.
Oh, right.
You know, emails, documents, social media posts. What do we even call that?
We call that unstructured data.
Unstructured data.
And it's actually a goldmine of potential insights.
Oh, interesting.
The challenge is it's really difficult to analyze using traditional methods.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And that's where AI comes in.
Okay, so AI can make sense of all that messy, unstructured data. How does it do that?
AI, specifically machine learning algorithms, can sift through massive amounts of unstructured data, identify patterns, and extract meaningful information.
So it's like having a digital detective who can piece together clues from seemingly random bits of information.
That's a great way to put it.
I'm starting to see the potential here. But how does this connect back to RPA? How do they work together with this unstructured data?
That's where the magic of IA really shines.
Okay.
So AI can analyze unstructured data, for example, an email from a customer, and extract key information like the customer's name, order number, the nature of their request. This information can then be fed to an RPA bot, which can automatically process the request, maybe by updating the customer's order status or generating a shipping label.
So AI acts like the brains of the operation, understanding the unstructured data, and RPA is the brawn carrying out the actions based on AI's insights.
Exactly.
That's a powerful combination.
It is, and it's just one example of how IA can be used to automate and optimize complex processes that involve unstructured data.
This is all incredibly fascinating, but I'm sure our listeners are eager to hear more about how this is being applied in different industries.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's move on to explore how IA is transforming sectors like finance, customer service, and healthcare.
Right, so we've laid some groundwork. But let's get specific. Our sources highlight some really interesting use cases for IA across a variety of industries.
Yeah, across the board, really.
Where should we start?
Well, let's dive into finance first.
Okay.
Just think about the sheer volume of transactions happening every minute. It's mind-boggling.
It is.
AI and RPA can help make those transactions smoother, more accurate, and more secure.
That makes sense. I mean, finance is practically built on data.
Yeah.
And we've been talking about how AI and RPA are these data powerhouses.
Right.
Are there any specific examples of this in action?
Oh, absolutely. Our sources point to invoice processing as a prime example. AI can analyze incoming invoices, extract the relevant data, and even flag any discrepancies, all without a human lifting a finger.
So no more manually entering data from stacks of invoices.
Think about it.
That sounds like a dream come true for anyone who's ever had to deal with that headache.
Exactly. And this efficiency extends to so many other financial processes, like fraud detection and risk assessment. AI can analyze patterns and anomalies in real time, catching issues that might slip past human analysts.
That sounds like it could be a game changer for security and peace of mind, both for institutions and for customers like us.
Absolutely it is. And what's even more interesting is that AI can help personalize financial advice.
Oh, really?
Imagine an AI system that analyzes your spending habits and investment goals to provide tailored recommendations, helping you make smarter financial decisions.
That's a level of personalization I haven't even considered. It sounds like AI could empower us to take control of our finances in a whole new way.
It's definitely a possibility worth exploring. Now, moving beyond finance, let's talk about customer service. I think we've all experienced the frustration of navigating automated phone systems or waiting ages for email responses.
Oh, don't get me started. I once spent 45 minutes on hold, only to be told I needed to call a different department. It was infuriating.
I think we can all relate to that. But the good news is that IA is already transforming the customer service landscape.
Okay.
Think about those chatbots you encounter on websites. They're often powered by AI and can handle a wide range of inquiries, from answering simple questions to troubleshooting common problems.
So instead of dreading that interaction, We might actually find ourselves getting quick, helpful responses from these AI-powered assistants.
That's the idea. IA can free up human agents to deal with more complex issues, making the entire process smoother and more efficient.
Okay.
And remember that example we discussed earlier, Avanza in Spain?
Yeah.
They saw a 60% increase in customer response times thanks to IA.
That's a huge improvement. It makes you wonder how many other businesses out there are already using IA to enhance their customer service.
It's definitely becoming more widespread. And it's not just about speed either. AI can personalize the customer service experience.
Oh, how so?
By accessing your data, understanding your past interactions, and tailoring its responses accordingly.
So it's like having a dedicated assistant who knows your preferences
Yeah.
and can anticipate your needs. That's a level of service that would be hard to beat.
Exactly. Now let's shift gears and talk about healthcare.
Okay.
This is an area where IA has the potential to make a truly profound impact. Imagine AI-powered systems that can assist doctors in diagnosing diseases earlier and more accurately.
That sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie. How is that even possible?
AI can analyze medical images, like X-rays and MRIs, looking for subtle patterns that might be missed by the human eye.
Wow.
It can also compare a patient's symptoms and medical history against a vast database of medical knowledge to provide doctors with more accurate and informed diagnoses.
That's incredible. It sounds like AI could be a really powerful tool in the hands of medical professionals.
It certainly has that potential, and the applications go beyond diagnosis. IA can also help personalize treatment plans based on a patient's genetic makeup, lifestyle, and other factors.
So instead of a one-size-fits-all approach, we could be moving towards healthcare that's truly tailored to each individual's unique needs.
Precisely. IA can also help streamline administrative tasks in hospitals and clinics, freeing up doctors and nurses to spend more time with their patients.
That's a huge benefit, both for the healthcare professionals and for the patients who rely on their care.
Absolutely. And this is just scratching the surface. IA is also being explored in areas like drug discovery and development.
Oh, wow.
Where it can analyze vast data sets to identify promising new drug candidates.
Wow, it sounds like IA could revolutionize the way we approach healthcare, from diagnosis and treatment to drug discovery and even patient care.
It's an exciting time to be following these developments. Now, while we focused on finance, customer service, and healthcare, it's important to remember that IA can be applied to almost any industry where there are repetitive tasks or opportunities to analyze data for insights.
That's what I find so fascinating about this whole topic. The potential applications seem endless. But with all this talk about automation, it's hard not to wonder about the impact on human workers.
Right, of course.
Are we all going to be replaced by robots?
That's a question that comes up a lot. But it's important to remember that IA is not about replacing humans.
Okay.
It's about augmenting human capabilities.
So instead of humans versus machines, it's more about humans and machines working together.
Exactly. IA can handle the tasks that are repetitive, time-consuming, or error-prone, allowing us to focus on the things that require uniquely human skills, like creativity, critical thinking, and emotional intelligence.
Our source material actually emphasizes that IA can lead to improved employee satisfaction.
That's right. By taking over the mundane tasks, IA can free up employees to engage in more challenging and rewarding work. And it can also open up new opportunities in fields related to IA development and implementation.
So instead of fearing IA, we should be embracing it as a tool that can help us to work smarter, not harder.
Exactly.
And to create a more fulfilling work experience.
Precisely. And it's not just about work. IA has the potential to improve our lives in countless ways. Imagine a world where AI-powered personal assistants can help us manage our schedules, our finances, our health, even our relationships.
It's like having a team of expert advisors at our fingertips, helping us navigate the complexities of modern life.
Exactly. And on a larger scale, IA can be used to address some of the world's most pressing challenges.
Like what?
Imagine using AI to develop new sources of renewable energy, to find cures for diseases, to combat poverty and hunger.
The possibilities are truly inspiring. It sounds like IA could be a powerful force for positive change in the world. But let's get a bit more technical for a moment. What are the key technologies that are driving IA?
One of the most fundamental is machine learning. This is a type of AI that enables computers to learn from data without being explicitly programmed.
So instead of giving the computer a specific set of instructions, we're teaching it to learn and adapt on its own.
That's the gist of it. Machine learning is being used in a wide range of applications, from recommending products you might like on a shopping website to detecting fraudulent activity on your credit card.
It's amazing to think about how much of our daily lives are already being influenced by machine learning. What other technologies are shaping the IA landscape?
Natural language processing, or NLP, is another crucial component.
Okay.
NLP allows computers to understand and interact with human language,
Okay.
enabling them to process text, translate languages, and even have conversations with us.
That's what makes it possible for us to talk to our smartphones and get responses that actually make sense.
Exactly. And NLP is also playing a key role in the development of AI-powered chatbots and virtual assistants, making those interactions more seamless and intuitive.
It's incredible how far this technology has come. Are there any other key technologies we should know about?
Computer vision is another exciting area. This technology enables computers to see and interpret images, allowing them to recognize objects, analyze scenes, and even track movement.
That's what powers things like facial recognition software and self-driving cars, right?
Precisely. Computer vision is becoming increasingly sophisticated, opening up a wide range of applications in fields like security, healthcare, and transportation.
These technologies are all so fascinating, and they're evolving at an incredible pace.
That's right. The field of IA is constantly advancing, with new breakthroughs and innovations emerging all the time.
It's clear that IA is a powerful force that has the potential to transform our world in profound ways.
It's exciting, a little bit daunting, but above all, it's full of possibilities.
And that's what makes it so compelling. We're the beginning of the IA revolution.
Yeah.
And it's impossible to say for sure what the future holds.
Right.
But one thing is certain. It's going to be an incredible journey. Wow, we've covered so much ground already. But I feel like we're just scratching the surface.
Yeah, there's so much more to explore.
If AI and RPA are already doing all of these amazing things, what's next?
Well, what's really fascinating is that the potential impact goes way beyond just automating tasks.
Okay.
Our source actually predicts that almost half of all organizations will be using AI and automation to build entirely new digital workforces.
Whoa.
That's a huge shift in how we think about work and business.
That's a mind-blowing prediction.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder what those digital workforces will be capable of and how they'll change the way we interact with technology.
Yeah, it's definitely something to think about. But, let's bring it back to you, the listener, for a moment.
Okay.
As you've been hearing about all these advancements, what's been resonating with you? Is there a tedious task in your own work you wish you could automate? A problem you'd love to see a computer tackle?
I'm sure many of our listeners are already thinking about that. How IA could be applied in their own lives and their work. It's not just a concept anymore. It's a tangible reality that's unfolding all around us.
And here's a thought-provoking question. How can we as individuals prepare for this future of work that's being shaped by IA?
Right.
What skills will be most valuable in a world where machines are taking on more and more tasks?
That's a crucial question. It's clear that we can't just ignore these advancements or pretend they're not happening. We need to be proactive in understanding how IA will impact our lives and how we can adapt to this changing landscape.
Absolutely. And I think one of the key takeaways from our deep dive today is that IA is not about replacing humans.
Right.
It's about amplifying our capabilities and freeing us to focus on what makes us uniquely human.
So instead of fearing the rise of the machines, we should be excited about the possibilities that IA opens up. It's about creating a future where humans and machines work together to solve problems, create value, and build a better world.
Exactly. And that's what I find so inspiring about this field. It's not just about technology. It's about the human potential that IA can unlock.
It's been a fascinating exploration. I feel like we've only just scratched the surface, but we've covered a lot of ground, from the basics of AI and RPA to their transformative potential across industries and their implications for the future of work.
And hopefully we've sparked some curiosity in our listeners and encourage them to learn more about how IA might impact their own lives and work.
As always, the journey of discovery doesn't end here. We encourage you to continue exploring, keep learning, and stay engaged with these exciting developments. And we'll be here to guide you along the way. Until next time, stay curious.